Right then, you lovely lot, shotting patterns. So for me, there's 4 main shotting patterns I want to cover today. That is a bulk and droppers, a reverse taper, through the water where you've got your shot spread up your line, and just a simple bulk. Probably the most popular or the most common one, and I use it all the time to be fair for a lot of my fishing, is your simple bulk and droppers. So that's what we're going to go through first. And all it involves, as the name suggests, is a simple bulker shot here, and then we've got 2 droppers on this one. Now either 2 or 3 droppers is the norm for this particular shotting pattern. Let's take for example, we've got sort of 6 foot of water. Basically what's happening, you've got your bulker shot going down nice and quick, and then you've got your 2 dropper shots coming in behind that bulk, and it's straightening everything out, but you're getting down to the fish very, very quickly. It's very, very popular for, you know, when the fish are proper having it. Not like now when it's blooming freezing, but when it gets a little bit warmer, you've got the fish down at the bottom, and this rig gets you right down there to where the fish are, so you can, you know, be nice and quick and getting them, extracting them fishes. So bulk and dropper's the first one, probably the most popular one to be fair. Now, what has come to the fore over the last sort of 2 or 3 years for, certainly for myself, Jeremy's been on it for ages, is your reversed tapered shotting pattern. This is for conditions like this, to be fair folks, where it's, you know, proper cold and, you know, you're really sort of searching the columns of water for those fish. This shotting pattern will catch your fish when the bulk and droppers is going to be a bit too positive and you're not necessarily going to see the bites. And what it involves is your first dropper shot 5 to 6 inches away from your hook, and then you're just taking an inch off your sort of where you put your next shot every time. So we've got 5 inches, 4 inches, 3 inches, 2 inches, 1 inch, and then you just come up to your bulk here. So basically it's going down, it's sort of like, this is going down fairly quick, and then you've got the rest of the shots coming in a nice arc. And basically when you're holding a tight line to that float, you're seeing what's happening on your float all the time. It's not as positive as bulk and droppers, but it's not designed for that style of fishing. When you've got them fish sort of in the bottom third of the water and they're watching that bait through, honestly folks, you've got to try the tapered shotting. It's opened my eyes with how many fish I've caught on it the last few years. I wish I'd have been on it sooner. So that's that one. Next one we're going to go through is for my particular favourite folks, is when the fish are feeding sort of up in the water. You know, even on days like this when it's proper cold, you'll get them silvers, certainly eyed and roach, that will come up in the layers, and you'll catch them on what we call spread shotting. So basically it involves 4 or 5 shots spaced evenly apart. We've got this float set at, what's that, sort of 2 foot, something like that, 2.5 foot. These are just light shots, and basically what we're doing, using a carbon stem float, holding a tight line, and then we're just watching them shots register on your float, and any little dinks or fish taking your bait, you'll see them on this particular kind of shotting pattern. It's great for obviously when it gets warmer, but as I said, for the likes of today, you know, when the silvers will come up in the water as well, you'll catch them on that. And then the last one, which is for when it's even warmer, is just your traditional bulk of shot and then a short hook length. So a bulk, positive shot, 8s or 9s or something like that, and then just a 3 or a 4 inch hook length. This is for fishing, I'm going to say sort of 3 foot and less, when you're looking to catch across on the mud lines in the warmer weather, or in the margins, you know, on slopes and that. What this shotting pattern does, it pins your bait down to the bottom, so when a fish comes in, sees your bait, nails it, you're seeing it instantly. Gets job done, no messing about, but you would not go anywhere near it for sort of like this time of year when it's colder. It's all when it gets warmer, that one. And them are the basic shotting patterns. You know, nothing complicated with them at all. Just stick to them 4, folks, and you will definitely not go wrong.
Right, you lads, very, very sorry to interrupt your video watching.
How dare you?
Quickly, if you haven't already noticed, we have managed to write a book, haven't we?
Yes, we have,
Which
Jamie.
is full of all our very bestest methods and features or whatever else we do on this wonderful subject of fishing. So if you haven't had a look already, go and have a look at winningways.shop and buy one for yourself.